one second here, getting all my other stuff up here where I actually need it. I actually took off last night, didn't go live, and hopefully you guys are off to a good start to the week. It is Tuesday for some, I guess, week 2 of the coronavirus. Some are week 3 maybe. Some may just be getting started, so who knows where we're at. It's a little bit crazy out there. Some of the stores are still coming up a little bit short there with some of the food and everything along those lines, but I think most of them are starting to get stuff back in. Actually, tonight is Tuesday, and a lot of people do Taco Tuesday. I actually did tacos tonight as well, but I did turkey tacos. So there was no ground beef when I got the meat for it last time, so turkey is what it was, and they were pretty tasty, if I say so myself. So give me 1 second here. Just getting signed in on what I need to get signed in on here. Welcome, Todd. Cheers, my friend. Hopefully you are having a great Tuesday here. Maybe jump on a little Call of Duty in a bit as well. And my computer is just going so slow. I'm trying to get my other chat screen up here. So while that's pulling up, the beer I'm going to take a look at is actually from Highwire Brewing out of North Carolina. This is their raspberry wheat wine. Get a camera a second here to bring it in. Come on now, bring it in, camera. There we go. Whoop. Let me turn these lights off, might be a little bit better. Don't know, this camera wants to work sometimes, but then it doesn't. But there you can see the raspberry wheat wine. Ale brewed with raspberries as part of their high gravity series. Comes in at 9% ABV. And I would say Highwire is one of the breweries that last year I kind of got more involved in checking out their stuff and actually started to enjoy a little bit more. So I like a lot of what they're actually putting out. This one does have a date on the bottom. If you're wondering about the price on this one, you can see it right there on the can. This was $3.99 for the single can, like 16-ounce can, and to give you a little bit more look around the design. Kind of have the barrels there with the berries. So that's what it looks like right there. And what is going on, Gilbert? He says, cheers, fools, or fool. So let's go ahead and get this one in out of the pint can. And I think my one other thing is set up here, so let me click that. And Todd, if you're up for a little Call of Duty when I'm done here, let me know as well. You can pop on. I'm ready for a beer too. Today's been a little bit long of a day. So the wheat wine category is kind of always an interesting one. I've actually got the Goose Island Bourbon County wheat wine downstairs. I haven't had a chance to take a look at it yet, but I will be bringing that to you guys sometime here. But head-wise, we get a nice finger or inch of head. The color on it is pretty decent. It's kind of more of a, I want to say kind of a blush pinkish type color on this one. It looks a little bit more brighter on the camera, I think, than it actually is. But it kind of has like a little bit of a darker blush type feel. Straight raspberry out of the glass. Smell it really easily. Comes right out. A little bit of a tartness on the nose. You get the feel that it might be a little bit of a sour type beer. But I like that it's so aromatic, you don't have to really sniff too hard. You can really pick it up rather easily. got a crisp, refreshing feel to it. Nice initial pop in the mouth. Raspberry is there. That tartness is there, but it's not overly tart. It's just there enough, kind of subtle and plain in the beginning. You're not getting any lingering after effect from it. Has a little bit of a seltzer type appeal to it. Almost like a seltzer feel. You get the bubbles in there from the carbonation, but it's kind of got like a seltzer aspect to it. You can feel it lingering somewhat in the cheeks now. Raspberry aftertone is still left in the mouth. Pretty light for a 9% ABV. You can drink this rather easily. This will be a nice, as we get into summer or spring first before we get to summer, one of those warmer type weather type days. This will be a nice one to actually have. You can easily see kicking back outside. Well, at this point, I guess as far as you can go is pretty much like your backyard, unless maybe you're exercising, but most people aren't drinking and exercising when they're walking. I don't think they're letting you walk around with alcohol on the streets in most places. So if you're sitting in the backyard, your back deck, this would be a nice one on a warm day. Pucker up, buttercup. It's not that astringent though, but it is a little bit there. That raspberry feel adds a little bit of an acidity to it. It's not as wine-ish that I thought it would be. I've had other wheat wines that had a little bit more of an appeal, kind of like that. This one is kind of more, like I said, more of a seltzery type mix. But I do like the lightness and refreshing quality of it. I like the crisp finish of it. Highwire is really doing some great things out of Asheville, North Carolina. Anybody I talk to them about their brewery, I tell them, if you get a chance to pick up some Highwire beers, do it. They're making some great stuff, especially if you're a stout fan. Their 10W 40 series is pretty much solid on every flavor that I've had from them. They do various variants of it, and all of them have been pretty good. Todd, you probably could pour this in a solo cup and get away with it. Yeah, you're at the company picnic. They wouldn't even know. They were just thinking you were drinking some type of juice or something. The alcohol is hidden really well on it too, so it has a nice smoothness in that regard. You're not picking up kind of that alcohol feel. And then Todd said the 10W 40 is good. Yeah, the last one I had from them, I think, was the Mexican stout version, or I forgot what it was called, but it was definitely the Mexican version with the peppers. And that was a pretty solid beer from them. Really enjoyed that. But I've had a couple of their other variants too, and then some of their other stuff. I have another one from them actually in the cooler downstairs to drink as well. So try to get that one up here at some point too. But no, I'm digging this one enough. I would say if you're not overly a sour type fan, why it doesn't hit you too hard on the sours, it might be something